Good afternoon. We are here at the groundbreaking ceremony for the Baraga Historical Museum, the new addition financed by J. Wakefield, and things are just getting ready to get started here. Eagle Radio is here. The tribe is here. We have quite a few video cameras here. So, pretty exciting stuff for Baraga County. Lots going on around here.
Hello. Yes, there it is. I hear it.
Here's our president, Paula
Can everybody hear me?
McElroy,
Okay?
president
Wave
of
your hand
the
at me if you can hear me.
Baraga County
All right.
Historical
That's a good
Society.
sign. My name is Paula McElroy, and I am the president of the Baraga County Historical Society. And I first of all just want to thank everyone for coming out on this beautiful October afternoon. Can you believe this? It's just absolutely gorgeous today. But thank you for coming, and we were going to do some really fun things in the short little period that we have here. And if you've got questions afterwards, please don't be afraid to ask. We're all very friendly here. So that being the case, I would like to introduce Bridget LaPointe. She is the CEO of the Keweenaw Bay Indian Community, and so she's going to come forward here in just a second.
All right, good afternoon. What a beautiful day. As Paula said, my name is Bridget LaPointe Dunham. I'm the Chief Executive Officer for the Keweenaw Bay Indian Community. I just have a few words on behalf of our community for today. The KBIC is honored to be a part of the Baraga County Historical Museum renovation project. This collaboration provides an opportunity to help write the history of our area and share the rich Anishinaabe culture that continues to shape this region. We look forward to contributing to a space that educates visitors and reflects the true story of the land and its people. When you see the drummers and the dancers today, remember that these are our neighbors, our relatives, the original people who continue to inhabit and care for this region. Respect for our culture should not only be seen, but also felt and included in the story of this community. So again, we thank you, miigwech in our language, for the invitation to be included, and we look forward to the continued relationship with the museum, leadership, and the entire county. So thank you.
Thank you so much. It's just beautiful. Our next speaker is Jay Wakefield. He comes to us all the way from the Seattle, Washington area. And we have a lot to be thankful for with Jay because he's really the funding behind all of this. None of this happens without that. So Jay, please come up and have a few words for everyone.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here that I haven't met. There's a lot that I have, and you have a wonderful board here in the Historical Society. They're going to make a real success of this, I think. But for people that don't know anything about me, I was just going to say just a few lines. But let me just say that just a little background, people were interested. My family fished cod off of Cape Cod for 200 years out of a little town called Truro in the middle, upper part of Cape Cod. So they sailed little 40-foot boats out on the Georges banks. I also have a little bit of Higgins in me, a little bit of potato famine stuff, and I'm also Stuart, some Scotch, and some English. So I'm kind of a hybrid from that area. But for a long time, just Cape Cod, they sort of interbred with each other for a couple hundred years because you got to know the girl down the street. It was about the extent of it. And of course, they were all Protestant, named Blissful and Providence and all those early Puritan names. At any rate, in 1976, 49 years ago, I started studying, read Barry Fell's book that had been recommended by my father, who was a geology guy from Dartmouth and so on. And he recommended I read that book. So in 1976, when we went to this family reunion in New York, it was to go see the tall ships coming into the harbor there, the Bicentennial. And so after the tall ships thing, my girlfriend and I went up to Dartmouth, where I'd gone to school, and climbed a nearby mountain in Pomfret, across the Connecticut. And there was a stone structure up there, it appeared to be Celtic, that the college didn't know anything about, which was kind of strange. But anyway, they went up there to teach the Indians, and now they won't accept a professorship. But at any rate, I've been studying this. We climbed the mountain, and the structure up there, the stone structure on that mountaintop, was the same structure that was in Barry Fell's book, American DC. So I have some history of this. My wife and I got married in '77, and have lived in the Seattle area, in the suburbs of Seattle, for most of our lives. And she is on the board of Seattle Opera and has a social life in Seattle. So we kind of moved between there and a place up in the islands. So, but here, I'm just so lucky to have found this Baraga Historical Society, because they're all very wonderful people, and they have the strength to carry this on through time. And that's what we're trying to do, is make a structure and a facility that will endure past all our lives. That's the whole point of this. I'm now 82, my wife and I are 82, and so I just wanted to use, I cremated my father not too long ago. He lived to 103. But I can see what happens when you're cremated, and there's no point going with extra money. So I thought I'd use some of it to support my friends. And these friends, I've been speaking at the Archaeologic Conference here for the last 20 years, and have traveled to Europe very extensively. Every May, my mathematical partner in Holland, he's a physical chemist, and so he's taught me a lot. And we learned a lot in Europe about Michigan copper, believe it or not. It's a long story. It goes from Michigan to Egypt, and we're going to teach the whole thing in here. And we'll have artifacts that people have never seen. We'll have a story told in pictures so that people that just watch TV can understand what's going on. And we're going to try to explain time and the depth of time, 5,000 years, and what's going on with that. And so that's the objectives, is to teach here and for people to enjoy learning here. Now, Fred was a great guy. A lot of people loved him. He was his name's going to be on this building. He was mayor of Marquette 3 terms. He taught history. He was a friend of Henry Ford's. Managed to get Henry Ford into the Huron Mountain Club when they wouldn't let him in because he was new money. You know, Fred was a mentor to me and a mentor to a number of other people. And so to name this thing for him is to honor him. And he's a very loved person in the area. So Fred was always laughing. He was so intelligent. He saw humor in almost everything. And I just hope his spirit continues here so that everyone involved with this has an interesting time and a fun time. My wife says if it isn't fun, don't bother doing it. So I hope everybody finds this interesting, educational, motivating, and fun. Okay, it's fun for me. I hope it stays fun. I've met a lot of really impressive people here, and I think you'll all make this a success. And I'll do what I can to make it a success, and I know the board will. So we'll do what we can. It doesn't have to be successful right off the first dime, you know. Hopefully we open next summer, I don't know. It's been stretched out longer than I thought, but these things take time, and hopefully we'll get stuff that you all enjoy, and we'll teach a lot of visitors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jay. Today marks a momentous occasion as we gather to break ground on a project that represents more than just bricks and mortar, but symbolizes hope, progress, and the collective spirit of our community. So I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the individuals and organizations that have made this project possible. First of all, thank you to our dedicated Baraga County Historical Society board. In fact, if you're a board member, would you please either stand or wave at us so everybody can see who you are? Because this doesn't happen, come on, everybody else. This doesn't happen without these guys. In addition, I'd like to thank the Keweenaw Bay Indian community who have been so generous in helping us provide a place for them to tell their story and give us guidance to make sure that we're doing it in a way that is respectful to them. I'd also like to thank the Baraga Village Manager, Leanne LeClaire, she's back there, and the Baraga Village Council, who gave us permission to do this renovation on the land that belongs to the village of Baraga, and the Baraga Chamber of Commerce for their unwavering support and commitment. Obviously, a special thanks to Jay Wakefield, who's made this possible, and to Barry Polson. Barry, shake your hand. He's our architect, really the genius behind the design and what we'll see in the future. These contributions and visions have been instrumental in bringing this project to life. This new museum will have 3 new galleries, including the Fred Rydholm Ancient Copper Gallery.
Barry Polson,
it's not just a
Jay
physical
Wakefield.
space, it's an opportunity to better present the story of Baraga County to our community members and to our visitors. It will serve as a hub for researchers and academics and will draw visitors to Baraga, enhancing the quality of life for residents and providing new avenues of growth for local businesses. This project will be the beginning of a new chapter for the Baraga County Historical Society. However, it will continue to fulfill its original mission to preserve and protect the history of Baraga County for present and future generations. This is not the history of one group of people in Baraga County, but the history and heritage of all groups and peoples of Baraga County, past, present, and future. As we stand at this pivotal point, we are reminded of the power of unity. The success of this project will depend on all of us working together, sharing ideas, and supporting one another. So in closing, thank you once again for joining us on this very special day. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. So with that, I'm going to call up Bridget and myself and Jay. We're going to do our little photo op here with the shovels, and then our wonderful drum group is going to sing us out. When we're done here, we have a space for a small reception of sorts over at the lakeside. It's going to be one of these deals where if you want to come, you're welcome to. We're going to just be ordering off the menu with whatever, if anything, but for those who want to, that's where we're heading next after this. We will have the museum open for just a short period of time. It is in the middle of construction. It is kind of a mess in there, but if you want to step in and see what it looks like on the inside, you're welcome to do that. Okay? So Bridget and Jay, Barry, why don't you come on up too?
You're gonna shovel. You're gonna shovel. All right, Barry. You guys do the shovel.
You tell them who you are.
Yeah,
You can tell a little something. Barry is the architect of the project, the manager of the project.
We're gonna make it happen. Yep.
All right, so we have dessert on top.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Big.
What?
That's it.
Throw it over.
Yeah. Anybody want?
Bye.
everyone for attending. That concludes our program for the afternoon. Again, we'll hang around in case you want to take a quick peek at the museum or head down to the Lakeside Inn. That's just 2 buildings down. We'll see you there, or we'll see you when the museum opens.
Can we have the names of the dancers and the drummers?
Yes, absolutely.
Sure, our male dancer is Steven Denemy. And our female dancer is Danica Strong. And our drum group is Summer Cloud.
On the spot, you made that up.
We got Raceland, Donovan, Leroy, and Marty.
Make sure you're not racing.
So that's it. Very nice ceremony. Short but nice. Now they're going over to the restaurant. I don't think I'm going. This was very nice. I thought it started at 3:30. I got here at 3. Anyhow, I'll go over there and get a little picture of the drawings of it, and I'm getting distracted. Everybody's walking around. Anyhow, thanks for joining me. This is Nancy in Baraga at the Baraga County Historical Museum, and we have just been witness to the groundbreaking of the new addition to the Bishop Baraga. Not the Bishop Baraga, the Baraga County Historical Society Museum. Thanks for joining me.